Goose here, and I thought, let's do this. It's Zandvoort Race Week. I've got some amazing footage that I've found on the internet that I actually know my friend Patrick found on the internet. He's very Dutch, by the way. He's the most Dutch human being I think I've ever met. The only thing about him, he isn't high all the time. But, you know, it's a Dutch Grand Prix. Look, Zandvoort, awesome track, one of my favourites. Let's just watch this footage and enjoy it.
Naar Zandvoort, dat er op de morgen van de tweede Pinksterdag zo uitzag. Wat zouden we nog kunnen zonder auto's? We zijn erdoor betoverd. En wat gaan we doen als we zijn uitgestapt? Auto's kijken. Het circuit van Zandvoort voorzag met Pinksteren in ruime mate in die behoefte van de automobilisten. De toerwagens van 850 tot 1000 cc wisten voor spanning te zorgen. Maar het weer werd slecht. Gelukkig trokken de coureurs zich zo weinig mogelijk van de regen aan en bleven ze strijd leveren. Maar voor het publiek was het moeilijk het water te weerstaan. De spanning in de strijd tussen de racewagens van de Formule V was minder groot dan die in de wedstrijden van de toerwagens, hoewel er toch zeker spectaculair gereden werd, in ware wolken van water.
Right in the slipstream, tucked under the rear wing of Alan Jones, and he's coming out of the slipstream. Gilles Villeneuve's going to try and take Jones on the outside of Tarzan, an incredible manoeuvre. Is he going to do it? Jones is fighting back, he's not going to let him, but Villeneuve keeps it on. Yes, and Villeneuve's lost it. Incredible! Villeneuve, 360-degree spin. Jones manages to avoid him and goes through and takes the lead. Fantastic! And that was the Austrian Grand Prix in 1977 at the wheel of a shadow. And that's Villeneuve again! He's done it again. And look at the near side rear wheel tyre. He's at Tarzan and he's thoughtfully looking at the back of the car. Up comes his visor. What is he going to do? He's starting! He's spun the rear wheel right inside the tyre, back onto the circuit, throws mud and dirt all over it, and that's not good. And he's getting going. He's got a whole lap to go before he can get back to the pits, and now you can see the incredible shape of the rear wheels on modern Formula One cars, like gigantic aluminium cotton reels.
The Dutch Grand Prix circuit of Zandvoort. Let's ride on board with the McLaren of Patrick Tambay.
It's fucking Zandvoort, baby. Let's do this shit! Good evening, stream. How are we? Welcome to Papa Champs. I've got Mike with me in the comms box. How are you, Mike?
I'm very good, thank you, Andrew. Looking forward to Zandvoort tonight. You?
Well, I am looking forward to it. Not gonna lie. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of, you know, nice and tasty clips from Zandvoort that our good friend Panda Pat Cheetah sent over from, you know, the video library. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We got the tunes on in the background. What's everybody saying? How's everybody's week been? How's your week been, Mike?
Been quite busy actually, Andrew. Went fishing, did some blow and hopping, blew up my mower.
I remember you telling me about that. That's funny.
Did lawns today. Yes, last night. Putting a new roof on my shed tomorrow.
That seems like you've got your work cut out for you, boy.
I have always something, mate. And
Always
then,
something.
obviously, as I said to you a few weeks ago, decorating's on the to-do list.
Well, you better get your ass moving, boy, and get it done.
You sound like my missus.
Would you rather me be your missus?
Uh,
I'm a whiny, moany
no.
little bitch. I guarantee
Yeah.
you I whinge more than your missus does. I don't think you
Bet
want
you
me as
don't.
your missus.
But you fucking don't.
Oh. It is what it is. We're just waiting for one more person because, well, I mean, we all know how this game likes to fucking take its time with anything. So we're just sitting on the stream starting soon screen until we get to that point, so we don't have to
Yeah.
sit and wait. in the
I'm going
lobby
to
for
name
that.
names. Come on, Jamie, for fuck's sake.
Well, blame his computer. He's in the
No,
chat
I'm
and said, I'm
blaming him.
supposed to throw my PC out the window. Please don't throw your PC out the window, because I'd be down a driver in Team Alba 43, and I don't exactly want that. But, you know,
There's
tell
the
your
point,
PC to
there's
hurry
the
the
point.
fuck up, or I'll beat the shit out of it instead.
He's going to throw it out the window after his gay vest.
He's gonna beat you, mate. He's gonna beat you up.
He's a West Ham supporter. He couldn't batch himself out the paper bag.
Hey! That is...
Which hard man, right?
Would you
Macho
rather
men
him be a
sing
Celtic or a
and-
Rangers supporter as well? If he was if he was Scottish, right? Would you rather him be Celtic or Rangers?
Celtic?
Celtic, why?
Because I like Rangers.
So that you could beat him up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like
No.
either of them, so...
No, I don't really. You just said which one would you have. I don't like any of them particularly.
I'm a,
But-
you know, I'm a Ross County supporter, you see,
I think
so...
I am, I'm getting there,
What, a Ross
I'm
County
getting
supporter?
there. Yeah.
Just be ready for some heartbreak, because that's all that Ross
Something
County
like being a-
fucking brings. So,
Yeah, that's all Crew Alex do. Don't forget the Crew Alex support as well.
fair
But
enough.
going back to Jamie, right? Which hard macho man sings "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles"?
I'm
on, you
forever
bastard.
blowing
Go-
bubbles.
Come on, we'll have you. We're forever blowing bubbles. Come on, we'll have you.
Oh, no problem, Jamie. That's alright. We're just about to switch over the screen. Here we go. Bang. As you can see, we've got the follower goal. So hurry your ass up if you don't already follow the channel. You're stupid if you don't. Because there's a lot of content that comes out of this channel, isn't there, Mike?
Certainly is, and a lot more
Yeah.
to come.
What do we usually have during the week on this channel, Mike? Let this wonderful audience know what we
On this
used to have
channel?
on the channel, and
Well-
maybe tell them what's coming up.
Yeah. Well, on this channel, we have the international podcast at 5 o'clock Monday. Then at 8:30 on a Monday, we have Papa John's. Then, new episode tomorrow, which Andrew's going to inform you about, I'm sure. Wednesdays, ERC Managers. Thursday, ERC 100. Sundays, ERC Sundays. Plus, Alba 43.
Yeah, we
Whenever
have a lot of
needed.
details on that. What we have
So you're
tomorrow.
getting, You're getting 7 days entertainment out of this channel.
You do.
Who needs a television license when you can tune into us?
Exactly.
Well, tomorrow, fill us in, Andrew.
Tomorrow we have a very, very special sort of addition to the channel and what's coming up. We have the one and only... I've forgotten the name. Mike, can you tell me the name?
Of course you can. His
Candid
name...
Pit Stops. That's it. I stopped thinking there. I stopped thinking there at the wrong time. I am telling you right now, boy. I stopped thinking. Right, Candid Pit Stops. Now you may be thinking, Andrew, Mike, what the fuck is Candid Pit Stops? Well,
do you want me to tell you what I thought?
What?
Do you want me to tell you what I thought?
What did you think?
Pit Stops was. I thought you were taking a screenshot of a pit, and we had to guess which track it's from.
You reckon? But that's not very
That's
candid,
what I
is it?
thought.
It's not candid. It's not a naked track, is it? But I'll tell you.
No, but
You know what it
Candid
is?
track.
You know what it actually is, Mike? It's
Go on,
actually
fill us in.
it's a sit-down interview with one of the drivers from the few leagues that we cover here on International Paddock. And it's just one of the drivers where I'll be sitting down, chatting, learning about their life, and just generally getting to discuss things that maybe they've never discussed before online. And getting to know more about that person behind the helmet of
I think it's a
the
brilliant
racing
idea,
car.
Andrew.
It's going to
Absolutely
be good
brilliant
fun.
idea.
And we're going to pick one driver every now and again who we think would be good to have on the little well,
Who's
just a
picking?
little show. Just whoever we think we want to have on. I mean, this week we've got Tom Gorian from Papa Champs. He's coming on. He's going to be the first, basically the guinea pig, and he knows he's a guinea pig. You know, she likes to be called many things, and that is Tom Gorian is my secret lover. Me and Kirby have a freeway circle where it's just you know, I have Kirby for one night, Tom has Kirby for one night, I have Tom for one night. That's how it goes, you know. And we just got to keep everyone happy. This is the 4th update it's done since 6 o'clock.
Right, can you say that again?
Why?
What
Why
you
do
just
I have
said.
to tell? Why do I have to tell you my love life again? Right?
Because I was shocked.
You should be shocked. Well, we're in qualifying now, and you know what? For this whole entire qualifying session, we're gonna go on with a beautiful Dutchie, who actually supplied all the footage for today. I can't find him because he's currently dying all over the place. There we go. I'm gonna turn the music off so that you guys can actually hear the car as Panda struggles a little bit out of the first hairpin as he comes down to Zandvoort. All the way down the hill. A little bit slow on the throttle through here. He's got to be really cautious coming through here. Very, very nicely done. Clipping the curb on the inside. Takes it nice and tight. Oh, very snappy. This new update has made these cars very snappy in some areas, and doesn't feel very realistic to drive them. But you know, they didn't kill the game like they did the last time, so I'm happy.
True.
As we can see, Verstappen has retired from the session. He has crashed. Panda Pat coming round the final corner. It does look like he is going to be in 3rd position, crossing the line. Not too bad. RRT Maka taking the pole position, a 108.8. Vapid Koot is a 109. So a little bit of a gap there between P1 and P2, but it's about the racing, not about qualifying.
Yeah,
we
but
get into this.
I know we missed last week, but Maka showed great pace, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He really did.
Round 2. He's quite a fast driver. Quite impressed with being he's on not his own rig. Wallace 57.
Yep.
He's qualified
Finishing
4th, and he's not on his own rig. He's on a foreign rig.
Minden Beanos. Scott finishing in P5 there. Dan Davis, P6, new driver to me. I don't think I've ever met him before. Cal, we love Cal in P7. Tops, a new driver to me as well. And P8, Verstappen not qualifying today, and neither does Sambo. Sambo getting disqualified. I assume he ran off track
You
limits.
naughty boy, Sam.
He's a dirty little boy, isn't he?
He's a dirty Sam.
Yes. Maybe one day he'll learn to stay on the track properly. I've actually had to
Sam.
turn Sorry guys, if you hear any sort of like humming in the background, I've had to turn my PC fans up quite heavily today. Seems my PC has decided that it's going to get very hot. I believe it's because my hard drive is filling up with all the useless junk that I've had to download over the past few weeks, and the videos that I've had to create for you guys. And so which I'm gonna have to go and clean my hard drive tomorrow. So that's gonna be fun. But in the meantime, we're here to enjoy some racing. Mike, we put a short up of this last week, and quite a few people really enjoyed it. Could you tell us what the short was, right? The YouTube short, and why you're not going to predict anything again?
I will. I'll always predict because I am the prediction master. It's
Now,
not
you see,
not
like,
the first time, you know.
we had
It's
a
not the first
conversation
time I
about this.
predicted.
It's not the first time you predicted somebody to die either.
It isn't.
So
I'm,
you're not going to say
I'm
anything
1,000 views. Why?
because if you say something, it's going to happen, and then I don't want that person sitting and complaining, saying that it was all Mike's fault. Because if that comes in a steward's report that it was all Mike's fault, then I have to explain to them that it actually was Mike's fault because he predicted it.
Oh, that's a bit of a blow.
Mike,
That-
how else do you
that's-
want me to put it? You predicted somebody to be very quick last week and died on lap 1 and took somebody else out with him.
Yeah, but
If you've not seen that YouTube short, you need to go over to our YouTube channel of International Paddock.
the
and
other
have a
one,
little
the
look
other
at
one I
that.
predicted's got over 1,300 views. The other prediction I made.
So that means 1,600 different people. Over 1,600 different people have watched you predicting.
I hadn't
Somebody's
thought of it
death.
that way.
So don't ever go on Who's Been a Millionaire, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Don't ever go and put a lottery ticket in again because you'll get fined by the, by the
Right, I'm
financial
going to tell you something now.
economy, 'cause you will.
I've done the lottery. I've done the lottery since day one. Right, I've done it. Most I've ever won is a tenner.
Same with most people, mate. Nobody's ever lucky enough to win the lottery. I wish I was, but
Can I
I've
tell you
never
a
put a lottery
story
ticket on. So
That's happened today. I'll
Mm.
tell you a story that's happened today involving the lottery. Right, the local idiot round here is called Cosmic. Right. He dresses up in army gear. He tells everybody he used to be in the army. Blah blah blah. He's a
a right
schizophrenic.
fucking bell end then.
He's a right fucking bellend. He was in front of me in the shop this morning, and he said, "I've won a tenner on the lottery." So he hands his ticket over, and he said, "Where have you got? You've won a tenner from?" And he says, "I've got 3 numbers." And the woman said, "No, you haven't. You've got 5."
Fucking hell. Let me guess. He won like 200 quid.
No, 550.
Why do people like him get that? Right?
Exactly.
I need that money to stay alive. I need that money. That's my wages. Right there. That's my wages.
I need that money for my gaming PC, Andrew.
I know you fucking do. Can't believe you're buying one though. That's great crack. We'll get you on trucking sim. You get to be a trucker. Get you on farming
Don't
sim
want
and you get
go
to
on
be a
don't-
farmer.
I've been a farmer for most of my life. I don't want to go back there again.
Oh, fair enough. We'll maybe get you on flight sim and then we can recreate crashing into your house on flight sim. As Scott avidly pointed out that people only play flight sim to crash in to the said
Twin Towers.
twin towers and their house. Which is very true
I wouldn't
because the
mind,
first thing
actually.
I
I'd give
did
that a go,
on
actually.
flight sim was crash into my house accidentally because I'm pretty crap at flying. Jamie will tell you that much. Jamie's in the chat right now. He'll tell you I'm pretty crap at flying. I know how to fly something, but it's mostly helicopters. I don't know how I've ended up being able to fly helicopters better than I've ever been able to fly a fucking plane. So, questionable. Jamie has
wouldn't
joined
mind
the
having
lobby.
a go at it.
He's ready to go. He's
Is
back.
he?
Yeah, so he'll be starting in the back. We'll see how well he does.
Special privileges, eh? Special privileges. Jamie gets special privileges.
Is what it is.
20 minutes ago we're supposed to start, but no, Jamie and his gay vest keep everybody waiting.
Hey, you're finally awake. Sorry. It's great. It's great. It's nice to see him back. He was away for a few weeks. He proposed to his lovely girlfriend. Can I get a big cheer in the chat for Jamie? He proposed to his lovely girlfriend. He's now fiance. living in Wales has turned out very well for that boy, and I wish him all the best of luck when it comes to the relationship department, because unfortunately for me, I'm still single. Mike, I'm still single. I'm failing.
I'm trying.
I know
I'm
you
trying.
are. I know you are. I'm failing though. I'm really bad. I am
I need
actually
to come and
abysmal.
see you. Show you how it's done.
You actually do.
I
I
want to
reckon
know.
if you come near me in the club, I will be swarmed with girls. Like,
Oh,
I
you
was
will,
out on
you
Saturday
will.
night, right? Don't get me wrong, I was fucking drunk. I don't remember half the night. But I do remember 2 pools. They were... one of them had this really teeny tiny waist. And I'm talking like, whoa, good. Good looking. She was really good. But I couldn't stay out that night. I had to go home. I hadn't planned to
Oh.
stay out, so... yeah, so I ended up essentially just going home and leaving her behind. I didn't even get her Snapchat, didn't even get her proper name. I don't even fucking remember her name, to be honest. But, to be honest, she's good looking. It was nice enough, like.
Right. So you let her go without getting a number, Snapchat or anything. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you're single.
Probably. I'm not very good at that.
I want to know, right, hang on a minute. I want to know what Jamie was wearing when he proposed, because I bet she wouldn't
The
have
video's on
accepted his
YouTube, mate.
proposal.
They're not on YouTube, on Facebook. On his Facebook. You need to go and find him on Facebook and you'll see it. He actually looked alright, but I believe he was wearing a West Ham shirt.
And she still accepted him.
Yeah, because she likes West Ham as well, so West Ham for life, innit? Jesus, Cal, your car is extremely blinding me, man.
Cal, where is he?
At least, right, look, at least we can't say, we can say he can drive it like he stole it, right?
Is that just gone? Somebody's just gone in the bushes.
It's not letting you drive. That's a shame,
Tops.
Jamie, I'm sorry to hear that, bud.
Its tops has just gone in the bushes. Barrier.
Easy met Barrier on the outlap. That's great.
Yeah.
Cal,
Nice car, that Cal.
yeah, Cal, I'm going to say, even though you're blinding me, we can actually say you drive it like you stole it, because every time we're on GTA, even though you're richer than all of us, you still somehow, like, you don't use your own cars, you steal them. You steal them from people. And your only excuse to me is, well, it's GTA, isn't it? Grand Theft Auto. I get to steal auto cars. And I'm like, okay, that's not a problem, Cal. I'll I'll remember that when you're driving my car. And then, yeah, that's how it goes.
There's a mixture of tyres, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, at least we're getting a mix of tyres today. Not
Where's
like last
Jamie?
week's, right? Right, let's see. We've actually got another shit view from Codemasters. Why
Shit.
does it start as like this? Like from the back, when we can't see anything. Oh, Tops has been disqualified, reversing off the start line. Oh, and we're off already.
Right up, we're gone.
Maka.
We're gone.
Is going quite hard, defensive to the inside. Vapid Cook goes to try and defend from behind. Panda Pat in a new car livery for this week. He's changed it to a very bright orange one for his home race.
No
Does look
incidents
very
yet,
nice.
all clean.
We are all
Pat.
clean at the moment. Cal dropping down. Actually, that's a lie, because Dash Tappin has been disqualified and its Tops has also been disqualified on the start. And everybody's going
Yellow
really
flag.
slowly. Yellow flag, as it looks like there's some cars off the track. But whose cars is it? Is that Tops' car? That's just decided to
Just
start the
fucking-
race? I don't know.
Can't see out on the
Better
map.
put the map on.
I've got my map on. Can't see now. It's a yellow section, just...
Yeah, it must
in
be. It
sector
must have
one.
been Tops' cars decided to go
Anyway,
and
we're up again.
disqualified him. So, oh well. Sambo, however, just enjoying the racing tonight, and he's decided
Is
to
Papa...
change it over.
Is Panda advertising Fanta Orange?
No, he's Dutch.
I know he is. He's doing this tonight, but bit bright, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit
Don't
bright.
need,
I like
won't
it. Though.
need floodlights.
I like
won't
the
need
gold that he's
floodlights.
got on it though.
Yeah, it is nice.
He's going down. He is currently in third position, but Wallace Jr. in Minden Bean's car is behind. Not too far off the back of him at the moment, like.
Look at the gap.
Oh, nice move there from Wallace. He gained a lot of time on Panda there. Going in to the hairpin. Oh, hard defending from both guys there. Panda is really trying to defend this position. But Panda's also trying to attack Vapid Coot at the same time.
Right, Andrew, can I bring your attention to P6, 7 and 8, who are a minute and odd behind?
They're not a minute behind. They are. I think that's a timing glitch. But Scott is he's last. I believe he has pit for hard tires. He must have had damage from the start. We're just gonna have a quick look. He has had one stop, so he has pitted already. That's not good.
Oh, Scott's out.
The game is crashing, I would assume, as Scott has retired on track. That's not intentional. Everybody's retiring. I need to check Discord real quick.
Oh, he likes his random shit, as our goose.
You know, I was trucking earlier, right? And in my head, I just thought to myself...
Say that
right,
a bit slower.
I was trucking earlier. I was playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. And I was driving, right? And it started raining. And the first thought that came into my head is that in the background of my mind, I said, imagine Sam dancing. That'd be a sight. And then that was it. That was the thought. In the background.
Random, mate.
Jesus, what's that background noise, mate? What have you done? That'd be a sight. And then that was it. Mike, what's that background noise? What's that background noise, mate?
Can't hear nothing.
Fix your mic. And then that's it. Mike, what's that background noise? What's that background noise, mate? Fix your mic. And then that's it. Mike, what's that background noise? What's that background noise, mate? think it was that. I think it was the audio from everybody in the background. That's what it was. We needed to mute that. So Mike, can you hear me? Mike, just press
Hello?
X. It's the background noise
Hello?
from everybody's fucking audio. It's great crack. I absolutely hate that feature of this game.
Oh,
You can race now, you definitely can. It's a good thing about the restart. It's a good thing. Oh well. So Mike, tell us, what's going on in the life of Mike this week?
well, I've not had to pay for my tea tonight because I had a delivery from what is it? Foodie? Big Foodie or something?
Just Eat.
McDonald's, right? Delivered on the doorstep. Knocked on the door. Went off. Got back in the car. Drove off. I'd not ordered nothing. Mrs. hadn't ordered nothing. But 2 Big Macs, chocolate pie, 2 lots of chips, Coke, orange, chocolate pie. So I've had my tea and it cost me nothing.
Generally, and it's not even like your fault, because someone has just dropped food off at your door, and what are
I
you
know.
like? How the fuck? I wish I had that happening to me. Cal's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. It's your resident car auto thief, in the chat. He's also a Churches fan, which I love him for, but he's a St. Johnston fan, to which, yeah, you're shit, mate.
Yeah,
How many people have you bought this season except from that goalkeeper? Let's be honest right now. Not many. And if Stevie May's still playing for you by the end of this season, you're screwed. I hope he gets cut in half, boy. Fuck Stevie May.
I'm always in the mood for a McDonald's cow, especially when it's free.
But yeah, one other guy so far. We've signed like 7 players. That shows you how bad the county squad was by the end of last season. Everybody was either shit, finishing their fucking loan spell, or was just generally not playing for the manager, so he just sold half of them that had injuries and stuff. So, fair enough. Like, Mike, one of our players went to you, didn't they? Or near you.
Which one?
Callum Johnson? Is it Johnson? Johnston?
Oh, he's gone. Flipping it, can't think now. Yeah, we spoke about it the other day, didn't we?
Yeah. Got a couple of our players that went down south, but we bought a couple of players from down south to go and replace them. So, not too bad, not too bad. We're just waiting. Why are we waiting, chat? Who's not in the lobby? Minden. Your son is not in the lobby. Can you invite Minden to the lobby?
He's there. He's at the bottom.
Is he? Oh, he's just joined. He's just joined. Right, okay. So who are we waiting on?
Jamie?
Maka.
No, he's there.
We're waiting for Maka. That's who we're waiting for, Maka. And that's all I can think of. Maka quit, apparently.
Wow.
Oh, that's a shame. After the fact that we're just waiting for him. Let me see his quitting message. Okay, Scott. Race is beginning in the next 4 minutes. So,
Callum Johnson's at Mansfield Town.
same league as you, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is actually.
Oh, he's a good player.
Is he?
He is, he's very good.
Not scored many goals though, has he?
He's a defender. He's actually a winger.
Right back.
Yeah. At least he's not a left back. Left back in the changing rooms like you were.
Andrew, stop talking gobbledygook.
I love you,
Piss
Mike.
poticle. Talking piss poticle.
That's true. I love you really, Mike. You were probably one of the best footballers I've ever met in my life, so
Perhaps Sam?
the only reason I say that is because I'm genuinely scared that if I was to ever say anything like what I have said on the streams today to you in real life, I'd get my fucking shit kicked in, so
I wouldn't do that to you.
just burn me alive, would you?
No, I'd make you beg for your life
Right, okay.
and then say, I wasn't going to shoot you anyway. You wiggling, snivelling little shit. That's what I'd say.
See, the thing is, right? You've just ruined it now, so you have to kill me because I'll know. I'll know you're not going to kill me. So I'll just essentially now push you to your edge until you have to shoot me.
I'd not do it though. I wouldn't do it to you.
Who would you do it to?
I don't say on here. I don't say on here. You might be listening.
What? Sainty?
No. I'll tell you one, right? That oh, for fuck's sake, my head.
I'll tell you who it is. Is it that Scott fucker?
No.
No, it's not Scott. Okay. What about Sam? Would you shoot Sam?
No, he's a decent lad, Sam. I like Sam.
What about Jamie?
That's it. Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, I'd fucking drop kick him all the way round the world. What a stupid prick.
Tubby Sam Smith.
Fucking Sam Smith. What a prick. David Beckham is another one.
I'm gonna drop kick him all the way around the world.
David Beckham can't be doing with it.
Why? Because he's a poncy bastard, or
It's,
he's a dirty
No, it
third
did me.
worlder, isn't he?
what did me with David Beckham, right? A lot of people will disagree with me here, right? But when he played for England, he never. All right, he did the odd, remarkable stuff like scored a free kick in the last minutes to get us through to World Cup finals and that. But he used to play shit because he knew his name was the first name down on the team sheet for the next game. Plus, he was a Man United player. I hate Man United. Can't stand the whinging, snivelling bastards. David Beckham, Sam Smith, and the other person that I'd like to shoot, kill, or whatever, take off the face of the earth would be Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen. Jesus, that's a bold claim. You just said that in front of like a small percentage of the F1 community.
I'm not saying he's not a great driver. He is a great driver, but
he is a whingy little prick.
There's a great driver, but there's also being a smug, spoiled little brat, which he is. And anybody wants to argue with me, I'll give you an address and come down and argue with me.
Fair enough.
There's an invite.
Right. Race start. Since Mark had decided to throw the towel in because he's a whingy little fucking prick, we've now got a new race leader. It's Vapid Coop.
It wasn't Mike that said that, Mac. It wasn't Mike that said it. It was Goose.
Don't care. He's a whingy little whiny little prick because he thinks he's great at the game. Just being honest. Sorry. It's not for me to say. I don't get involved in petty politics to do with the league, but no, interesting. But yes, we shall move forward. This is Jamie starting at the back in his PC. He's in the Williams livery. He's in his Williams from the Grand Prix of Great Britain livery.
With a vest on.
You really cannot get enough of that, can you? You love the fact that he is wearing a vest.
It's just that it's a gay vest.
It's not gay. Wearing a vest.
Well, my gay nephew has got one exactly the same, so he's gay.
See, now that is insensitive, Mike. You can't call people.
I bet he's got.
They wear clothes.
I bet James got a bum bag as well.
My cousin actually has a bum bag, but he wears it around
I've got a bum
his
bag.
fucking shoulder.
I've got a bum bag. Best thing I've ever bought.
Yeah, so why are you saying that gay people wear bum bags then?
I'm not saying that gay people have bum bags. Just said I bet Jamie's got a bum bag.
You might. I don't know if he does. You can ask him at the end of the race when he wins this one.
No. I don't think Jamie will win this.
Listen, my predictions for today: Panda Pat takes the win from Vapid Coot 74. P2 Jamie, P3 Vapid. That is my that's my prediction for today's race.
I'm going Scott, Jamie, and Rick.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay then, let's see how this goes. Tepid Route starts from the front.
And they're away.
And straight away Panda's going across to try and attack Vapid, stop him from having the inside line. Panda goes all the way round, he's still got to fight. He's still there. Oh, Vapid defends so well to get that position back. Defends to the inside. Panda having to fight for his life right now to keep going. Minton Bean, also known as Wallace Jr., is up holding on to P3 as well as he can as Scott is chasing him down from behind. In front though, Panda is following hard on Vapid Coot. Now, the Dutchie is very Dutch. He knows how to drive a Dutch track, so we'll see how the Dutchie does at the Dutch track. Now,
Tell
Tops,
Sam, come on, hurry up. Come on, Sam, hurry up, Sam.
JB has made up one position on Sam.
Wallace on Panda. Wallace on Panda. Move.
Oh, they're fighting hard.
Move.
It's difficult to get traction out of that corner. I don't think Wallace intended to cut him up the way he did there. But Scott trying hard. He's got Dan Davis behind him. They're freeway battle right now, 4-4. Scott's trying to defend down the outside. Dash Dappin is trying to hold on. He's going to get the move done on Dan Davis. Dan Davis up in P6 at the moment, but Dash Dappin is now already putting pressure on Scott coming down towards sector 2. Oh, he's trying to see if he can get away past. He is holding on hard to the back of Scott at the moment. Every little bit of battle is sort of changing up at the moment as we've got Panda down in P3. He's dropped back one position, and now Wallace is actually challenging Vapid Coot. Up in front, but Dash Dappin is the closest battle we've got on track at the moment as he's trying so hard to catch up and hold on to the back of Scott, who's now going to have a really, really nice toe from Panda Pat in front of him. Dash Dappin was trying to look for a move down the inside, but there was nothing to be made of that one just yet. What a fantastic race start, Mike. We've had battles
Wallace,
all the way around. Dash Dappin round the outside.
Wallace and Vapid Coot. Wallace got the who's got the inside line? Vapid Coot's got the inside line for the hairpin.
They're battling hard.
Wallace gets a move done, does he? This is good stuff.
Yeah, round the outside. Nicely done from Wallace there to hold on to that position.
Go on, lad.
And Wallace Jr. is up into P1. Panda Pat is back in P3, hunting down Vapid Coot now after the pretty much amazing move from Wallace Jr. Now Wallace has got to defend to the inside here as we're watching from Vapid Coot. Is he going to try for a move? He was thinking about it, but not today.
Dash
but
Dappin,
behind,
there's a little go look at
Dash
Panda then.
Dappin's got him. Scott has been pushed down to P5. Dash Dappin up into P4. Scott grabbing the curb on the inside, losing a lot of time there as Dan Davis is down his inside now. Scott is going to have the DRS, so is Dan Davis. It's not going to be anything right now.
Vapid keeps looking at Wallace again on the outside.
They are battling hard. Oh, Vapid getting a little bit wide from the apex there. Coming in to that sequence of corners, it's really set him up not the best. Coming down into sector 2 now. The current race leader, Wallace Jr., who's racing on Minden Bean's accounts, is leading the race. Vapid Coot P2 and Panda Pat Cheetah in P3 at his home race.
Ethan in P4, Verstappen. Ethan Perkins. Nice lad he is. Know him quite well.
Yeah.
Scott down in P5.
Scott,
Oh, Jamie,
not having the best of time. Jamie's not really
Jamie.
making any moves at the moment, is he?
No, and Sam's as quick as me.
Let me have a look. Dan Davis. He was on the back of Scott. Now he's going to have the DRS. Same as Scott though. But Scott's not got as much tow.
Verstappen on the patch. Wheel for wheel. Verstappen.
That's amazing.
5. Good
Even up
move.
into P3 now. He's now also got Vapid Coot in his sights, who is attacking hard on Wallace in front of him. Verstappen didn't have the best race last week, did he?
No, he didn't, poor lad.
But today could be his lucky day. 20 laps remaining in this race, and it has been action-packed so far as Dan Davis was looking on the inside of Scott. But nothing to show for it just yet, but he is going to fight the next DRS zone. He could get the move done if he gets good traction out of this corner, as he doesn't. Not as good as Scott did. Turns in nicely for there, Scott kind of a little bit slower through that apex. In front, Verstappen, however, is right on the back of Vapid Coot now. This is going to be a move. Round the outside, he's holding on to position. Those soft tyres working a treat as he's nearly going to get 2 on the straight.
Wow, some speed there, wasn't there?
Yeah, that soft tyre round here is absolutely immense. He's
And
going to have the move done. Oh, he spun! Oh, he's kept it. No, he hasn't. He spun. Oh no! Don't do that.
What a shame.
Don't do that. Oh, he's banged his rear wing. Oh, and he's been punted. He should just wait. He should have just waited. That's him getting a little bit, you know, mad with himself.
So unlucky that was.
Yeah,
so
that was very unlucky. I believe it's Tops that hit. Who hit him? It might be Cal actually. Yeah, Cal's got no front wing. He's gonna have to box.
No front wing. Yeah.
It's a shame.
Wow, he showed some speed down that home straight there.
He did. Maybe he got a little bit too excited. He really tried. He tried to be a little bit aggressive on the inside line, and it just didn't pay off in the end. But we are under safety car conditions.
He spun again.
His tyres, they'll be all dirty now, and those softs are not going to be very nice. Probably won't help that his rear wing is probably a little bit battered up after getting hit.
Make your way around to the pits, Ethan. Don't give up, lad.
Everybody's boxing. Best time to pit right now, actually, especially for those on the soft tyre. Get them off.
Yeah, Jamie isn't.
Vapid Coot, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Who's that's gone on? Somebody has gone on, and it's Tops. Has decided not to pit.
Fair enough. But
and he's on soft tyres as well. Flap all the softers.
He's on the hards to the end. Panda on hards. Vapid also on the hards. Most drivers will be picking up hards. Minden actually got a 5-second penalty there, or Wallace, I should say.
Oh.
For speeding in the pit lane, but he wasn't the only one. Verstappen, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Loads of people making a mess of that one. Oh, he's retired from the session. That's not nice.
Oh, Dasher. Ethan.
We will have a look at the penalty situation. Yeah, Wallace 5-second penalty and Vapid a 5-second penalty. So that's quite a hefty hit to your times, especially around here. Well, we're under safety car conditions. Do you have a Magic Mike's facts actually for this track? I know we don't usually do that on Papa Champs, but we're under safety car.
I have, but I've not got my Bible up here with it in.
Fair enough.
Down and get it.
No, You're alright. We'll sit and watch the cars go round and chat about the racing so far. That fantastic move from Minden on Vapid in the early laps of the race. Do you think that that has decided, you know, Vapid's fate? He's down in P4, he has a penalty, but so does Wallace. And we've got a situation where Panda will essentially inherit the lead from these guys if they have to serve their penalty.
He's going in.
Yeah, that's Top's going in, and so is Vapid, I believe. Vapid is going in serving his penalty.
Dan Davis,
Cal's
Cal.
pitting again. Well, there's not much difference to pit right now, because we will be under safety car for at least another lap, I would assume.
I know one little fact from Band's well. The Rubble is from Shropshire.
Yes. That's a lovely fact, actually. Nice to know that. I've got another fact for you.
Go on.
That the original track layout was a lot more technical than this, and much better. Didn't actually have the same banking. This corner always had a bit of a banking to it, but it not as aggressive as it does look on this game. But there's two corners that are now sort of fully banked that weren't as banked as they should have been before. The final corner got a banking, and the first hairpin, not the turn one, but the first hairpin. That
Interesting. That
not as banked as it used to
sorry
be.
for interrupting, Andrew.
Yes.
For interrupting, Andrew. Guys that just pitted have all put mediums on.
Mediums will go to the end. Safety car in this lap. So those on hards maybe could be under pressure on this restart, but we shall see. Jamie is up to P4. This could be strategy genius from the Team Alba 43 driver. We shall see. Wallace is in the lead. He's the only one with a penalty at the moment, as Vapid did go and serve his penalty under safety car. So if Vapid can work his way up the pack, it'll be good. But Wallace not getting the jump on Panda, however. Panda straight on the power. He's going to have the move down the outside into turn one. Side by side. Can Wallace shuffle him out a little bit wide? He can. That is fantastic defense there from Wallace, but Panda's still there. He's defending hard. He's down the inside. They're still side by side. This has been amazing. Both of these guys really pushing hard at the moment. They're still side by side. And Wallace gets it done. Nice defending there. But Panda's not going to leave him hanging. He's going to come straight back at him. That is absolutely immense.
Brilliant that was. Nice to see that after all the shenanigans of the early rounds.
As I say, it's just about asserting dominance the first two rounds, and then after that they're fine. But here we go, Panda down the outside into the corner. Can he get the move done? However, he is going to be side by side with Wallace. They're still there, but the better traction is on the outside, and Wallace is there. Scott is joining the battle from behind. They're still holding on. Oh my God, what is going on? I am going to lose my voice. Now Wallace has got to defend from Panda, and Scott behind. Panda's now tried it. He's down there. The better traction on the outside once again, but Panda gets the move done this time. Up into P1. Wallace having to go a little bit wide, but he's still in the battle. They're still side by side.
Brilliant. Brilliant racing. Absolutely brilliant laps. Take me hat off to you.
This is incredible. These guys have been side by side, the same corner for 2 laps in a row as Panda gets a little bit of a wiggle on, trying to make the move out of sandblocked. This is absolutely crazy. Fuck off, I don't care about your league, about Rocket League. I don't want to play. Now, we have quite the battle going on now for P2, as Dan Davis has caught up to Scott, and will have DRS from the next lap onwards. And Sam, on its tops, having to defend a little bit there, but its tops making the move done as well. Cal round the outside as Sam at the back. Sam gets the better traction. Him and Cal just having a wee game of cat and mouse with each other at the back, keeping each other entertained. Would be the words. DRS is now enabled this lap.
Scott. Here comes Scott.
Scott up into P2 now on Panda Pat. Dan Davis is the least of his worries right now. He needs to get that position back. As Wallace is trying to gain. He wants that 5-second gap.
Yeah, he's not going to get it because the amount of power that Scott's got under, he's still got 50-odd percent.
Yeah, it's just how it's going to be. Yeah. But the question is Wallace going to make it easy for him? I severely doubt it.
No.
As
he wants that first place, he's going to have to fight for it.
Dan Davis now still holding on to P4. He's trying to push up the pack a little bit more. Panda Pat and Scott in front. This is not the ideal situation for him. He's got two very, very quick and defensive drivers to try and make up positions with. Cal and Sam still having a wee cat and mouse at the moment. At the back, having a wee game to themselves. But right now,
to see them too happy.
Wallace is starting to gain that time, but the DRS is absolutely crazy down here. Grabs the gravel on the outside as Dan Davis makes the move on Panda Pat behind. Panda getting shuffled down the pack now. Those mediums seem to be the tyre to be on, as Dan Davis is flying at the moment.
Wallace needs to reap a bit of power. He needs to get a bit of power left back into his battery pack. Scott's got over 50%. Wallace is down to single digit.
Bear with me, chat. I am going to sort out the audio because I feel like, Mike, you can't be heard very well. I had this issue last time. Just the audio settings are very loud in this game.
Mine are?
No, mine. Mine are very loud. That's a little bit better. They should be able to hear you a bit better now. Dan Davis has got better toe on Scott as they go right to the pit wall.
Scott on with Wallace.
Yeah, they're going
Where
at
did
it.
he get his power from there?
Oh, but
wow,
look,
it was a blur.
Scott's ran deep, and Wallace and Scott going side by side. But it looks like Scott's going to have company into the next corner. And Dan Davis has joined the party. Oh, that's contact! Wallace is spun! Dan Davis
was it
just punting him a little bit. I think it was net code, but it was still contact. Just following each other a little bit too closely there. Wallace getting a wee bit of a spin, but he saved it. Didn't hit the wall. That's not ideal. I might see a ticket for that later, because that was very, very close there from Dan Davis going into that corner. But right now, Vapid Koot is back up into P4 with no penalty this time. Oh, he gets a little bit of a wiggle on.
Where's he going?
He grabbed the curb and grounded out on it. That's what happened. That curb has become lethal. As Dan Davis is now looking to hunt down Scott. They're pushing hard though.
Certainly are.
We're going to see Dan Davis make the move down the inside on Scott. Scott's going to try and hold that outside, break a little bit later. But it looks like Dan Davis covered it off very well there. He is now in the lead of the race. Right.
Mediums.
Those mediums are strong. Cal and Sam having a wee battle in the background.
Oh, they are, side by side.
They've just been at it all race, to be honest. Oh, a little bit of an early turn in there from Sam. His first proper race on this game, might I add. So, welcome in, Sam. Cal having to attack Sam as much as he can. I think this is Cal's first race as well. He didn't race last week. He's just got the game recently, so nice to see him joining us. Panda Pat.
Yeah, go on, lads. Give it some.
Joining in the battle up front.
Oh dear, Michael.
He wants that podium. Jamie is falling back a little bit from Vapid Koot at the moment.
Another 3 or 4 laps of Mards will be coming into their own, I think. But
Yeah, those mediums will be scrubbing off a bit.
He's putting pressure on Dan. Panda's back in the frame.
They are one of two battles going on track right now, as Cal and Sam are going to be at it again. Down the straight. See, Cal's just using DRS when he wants it. That's it, really. Having a little bit of fun. And the only person not to finish right now is Dash Stappen and Maka, because he decided not to race. That's his own problem. His tiny little ego, or should I say, pathetic little ego, has got the better of him. That sucks. But anyway, Panda Pat still up in P3. He's looking to try and see if he can make a difference on Dan Davis and Scott. Scott is literally just using Dan Davis as a guinea pig right now, using him for DRS so he can store energy. Because Dan Davis, even though he's got better energy usage at the moment, that's not going to be the case very soon, as you can see, here comes Scott down the outside. He really needs to be a little bit closer than that to be able to make the move side by side.
Jamie's in the pits. Jamie's in the pits.
As you can see now, Scott makes the move down the inside. There's contact! Contact with Scott. He dives in there, taps the rear wheel of Dan Davis. I don't think that was as good as it could be. Yeah, you can run softs to the end from here. Softs are insane right here.
I think I just saw a little bit of carbon coming off either Cal or Sambo's car.
Oh, they're just learning to race each other. Oh, Cal's died.
Cal's out.
Cal's died.
Out. Safety car.
And JB's avoided that.
Car.
And you know, it will turn to a proper safety car, because that car will not be able to move. If it just stays virtual.
Safety car's out.
Yeah.
Safety car's out.
There it comes. Out the pit lane. That's a fantastic strategy from JB. It's played right into his hands. He doesn't need to pit. Everybody else does.
Yeah.
Everybody will jump into the pits now and put softs on, I would assume, to the end. This is played into the hands of Dan Davis as well.
Yeah, will Wallace do this 5-second penalty, you think?
Yeah, I think it's worth it. He's on the hards. He'll want to be on fresh tyres to the end.
Yeah, he'll be putting the softs on, I think.
This is going to be quite the push. It's going to be quite the push to the end, Mike. These guys are going to be fighting hard.
Yep.
Minden is just having to... Sorry. Wallace is having to chill out a little bit with the Delta. Right,
Tops
no
goes
speeding.
straight on again.
There we go. He makes it in the pits alive this time. As Tops decides not to pit, which is fair enough.
He gets mediums on. First set of mediums for Wallace.
Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe he's trying to predict longevity, but softs would have been the ideal solution there. Dan Davis, Scott, Vapid, Panda, all on soft tyres. Sam has stayed out. Jamie has obviously already pitted for soft tyres. Wallace coming out in the mediums. I don't think that's the ideal strategy, Mike. I'm not going to lie. You've got less than 10 laps to go. You've got 8 laps to go, and he's put mediums on, and we're not even under full running. What do you think?
Don't know, I'm a commentator, not a racer. Thing is though, Wallace has got the pace to get through the pack.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. He can cut these guys up. Jamie's going to be a hard challenge for him.
Wallace is spun. Wallace is spun.
You'll be alright. Safety car's still out, so he'll have another lap to make up that deficit. Is that your impression of the new F1 car?
Yeah. Just having a drink of my free McDonald's Coke.
Yeah, of course. You nicked it from the person who wanted it the most.
Wallace has gone in the pits again.
Yeah, he's putting softs on. Good idea.
Zerders, hasn't he? Zerders.
Yeah, he has heard us. It's our fault that he was on the mediums in the first place. He wanted to just prove a point, and we just said no.
Listen to your dad.
Now, Tops is going to be the lead car, but that's not going to last very long. Those mediums are a bit old now, and they've cooled down a bit. So when he starts racing under full speed again, those tyres are going to wear down a little bit more than he was expecting.
Yes, they certainly are.
They're going to be bobbled, they're going to be rough as hell, and not very good for grip after a few laps. So Dan Davis
Also,
is going to be
Wallace's tyres are going to be a lot fresher than yours.
there. Yeah. Only just. But, yeah, a lap. That lap does mean a lot. Now, let's see. It's Tops.
Oh.
Safety car in this lap. Let's see
Oh,
where
sorry,
it's
Andy,
Tops
coughing down
goes.
your ear.
It's alright. It's not just me you were coughing down the ear of. It's chat as well. Chat had to hear you do that.
Well, I'm not apologising to them. Don't know half of them.
Oh. You will know them soon.
Oh, I know.
Because they're all going to follow the channel, right? And we're going to see them all the time, so. Here we go. It's Tops. Goes. He kind of leaves a little bit too much of a gap there. Dan Davis is straight down the inside. That's going to be...
Five.
He's waiting. He's waiting.
Five of them.
He was waiting. He couldn't make that overtake before the flag. Oh, he's punted the back of It's Tops.
Hit somebody.
Yep, Dan
Somebody's
Davis.
hit somebody.
Dan Davis decided to
Sambo's out.
play around. Oh,
Sambo's got
Dan
no
Davis has
foot.
crashed on purpose
Oh,
into the wall, it would seem. That's not very good.
yes.
We're under full
Sam's
course. This car's gone.
looking like a torpedo now in no front ring.
Torpedo Sam, baby. Oh,
Torpedo
Scott's having a
Sam.
wee move down the inside of It's Tops, and
Relax,
so does Vapid
close
Coot. He's
Oh,
just been
who's
done
got
in
a trap?
3 times in the same corner, pretty much. Oh, and somebody's
What
off.
happened to Wallace?
Wallace has just went straight on into the wall.
What happened there?
I think he grabbed the inside curb and it shot him off like a torpedo. That does that at that
Wow.
corner. If you grab the curb too much, you ride on it because you get stuck on it pretty much and you can't turn left or right. It's quite a tough curb. Scott is now in the lead of the race. Vapid Coot in second and Panda Pat in third. But Jamie has caught up quite the margin now on Panda Pat Cheetah in front. Panda is going to defend for his life. He does not want Jamie getting past him. This is his home race. And he's going to be wanting that podium today. Now, let's see. Vapid is lost a whole second pretty much to Scott already. And it's not ideal because the gaps are quite big now. Vapid's really having to fight this car to catch up with Scott. There's no DRS at the moment, so it's all pure driving skill to catch up with the drivers in front of you.
Yep.
Now, don't get me wrong, Vapid is a good driver. We may have our blows, me and him, but he is undisputedly one of the greatest drivers I've ever had the joy of watching on track. He can really generate some fantastic racing. Vapid Coot there, fastest on track at the moment, a 111.146 DRS is now enabled. Mike, what do you think that's going to mean for everyone?
It's going to make a big difference, I think, particularly as for the front three. Vapid and Panda, I think, will benefit from this if they can keep within that 1 second gap.
Oh, Tops gets 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. You naughty, naughty boy.
You naughty boy. Naughty boy. So 6 left. 6 drivers left. Just 5 laps to go. And Vapid,
It's been a
think
fantastic race.
it's on some cracking racing.
I cannot wait to upload this on YouTube, I'm telling you. I'm going to make a nice little short out of this, I'll tell you. There's been so many moments today that has been absolutely breathtaking. that a lot of people are going to really enjoy. I can assume I can tell you that much.
Definitely, these front three are pulling away from Jamie now.
Yeah, Jamie's not in that DRS. He's going to have to really push hard and try and get within that second. But Panda and Vapid right in the back of Scott's gearbox now.
Yeah.
Will he taste the back of the gearbox? That's the difference. As he's thinking, he's trying to set up that move. He's trying to see if he can spook Scott a little bit, which is quite interesting.
Chewing on his diffuser in a minute.
Definitely. Now, as you can see, up in front, the battle is still heating up as Panda's catching up to Vapid now. Panda is so quick through that sector. Sector 2 is where he gains all his time and then carries it all through into Sector 3. It's just a case of watching these three. It's all going to be between these guys. Jamie, I believe, may have underfloor damage. He's lost another second this lap. I think race is done for him. He's just going to try and get to the end now. He's got P4 secured in today's race. That's good enough for him. I'm sure you'll want more, but underfloor damage. And Vapid's going to go for the move. Down the inside of Scott. Now that is the move he was wanting. He needs to get on that power nice and early. Scott's still there. They're side by side. Scott and Vapid. Vapid pulls out. Now Panda's joined. Oh my god, this is immense, man. This is immense. These guys really know how to battle each other. They've raced each other previously in RFL, so they all know how to race each other. Now, as you see, Scott is pushing hard. Vapid is still there, and Panda's there as well. It's just these three having a nice little battle out the front. Nobody else can get in their way except from its top two is actually a back marker now. Coming into the final few laps of the race. 2 more laps to go after this one. Vapid is trying to see if he can set up a move on Scott, but Scott's not making it easy for him. This will be Scott's first win in his own championship, and this will secure him a slot in the Papa John's playoff. Which Vapid, however, is going to say no. Panda over-rotates. Sorry, Scott over-rotates a little bit there and has to defend quite aggressively. But Vapid is up into P1. And Panda Pat Cheetah is now on the heels of Scott. You know, Panda's secured his slot into the playoffs. Now it's a question of how are these guys going to handle this. As now Panda is all over the back of the diffuser of Scott now. As they approach a back marker on track. He moves out of the way. That's nice of him.
Good of him.
And Vapid has got some grip on that car right now. As it looks like Panda. Panda is... I think he's going to be nice, actually. He better not be nice. I want him to win. I want him to get up into P2. Because no matter what the situation may be, Vapid, if he wins this, secures his spot in the Papa John's playoff. All for a £25 voucher at Papa John's. Very aggressive defence there from Scott and Vapid Coot. Scott making a very late move on Vapid.
Where did he come from? Shows some speed down that straight.
That was immense there, but Vapid's still here, and Panda has decided to have a little cheeky wee look down the inside there of Vapid Coot. We're on the last lap. I think it's essentially race over unless Vapid can make the play of the century. What a fantastic move from Scott. He played him like a fiddle there. He knew exactly what he was doing.
He's not give up yet though.
Definitely not.
I know there's not long to go now. There's only a few corners left, but he's going to make Scott work.
We're watching behind. Vapid.
And none of them got any battery left.
No, they won't. They've been fighting so hard.
Panda's got more. He's got 40% Panda. Can he make it?
He needs to get a good exit out here. Oh, he gets a little bit squirrely.
Just a bit of a wibble.
And here we go. It's going down to the line. Oh, Panda! Oh, that was a close finish there to the end, ladies and gentlemen. That was round
Brilliant.
4 at
Cracking
Zandvoort.
race tonight.
Fucking hell.
Cracking race.
Scott
Cracking
taking
race.
home the win, securing his spot in the Papa John's playoff. Vapid Coot taking home P2, and Panda just 600ths of a second out from Vapid at the end there. What
Yeah,
a crazy race.
Look who's got P5.
Yeah, Sam has brung it home. He's coming home now, actually. He's still on the final lap. Let's watch on board with him. Let's give our fellow guy, our fellow
guy.
guy.
International paddock person.
Yes, our fellow owner of International Paddock. A round of applause as he comes across his first league race in the new
Sambo.
game. He wasn't racing with a setup tonight. Top tip for you guys as well, as we read. Jamie goes, top tip, top gear, top tip. Remember to put your setup on. Ah, fair enough, mate. You weren't the only one. Sam didn't have a setup tonight either. He's not racing with setups anymore.
See, Magic Mike's predictions come out again.
Yeah, it actually has.
Mm-hmm.
But Wallace didn't finish, so you only got 2 out of 3.
Look at Panda's gear. Wow.
It looks like fucking Nemo. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Scott, your winner.
Panda Pat Nemo.
Should have named himself that for today's
Scott
race.
looks like a ninja.
They all look like they're wearing pajamas.
They do, actually. It's a stopover at Scott's tonight. Having a pyjama party at
Yeah,
Scott's.
exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the results for today's race. Scott taking home the win with what was one of the best last lap overtakes I think I have ever fucking seen. Scott made that one work and has secured his playoff position. P2 was Vapid Coot, unfortunately was the victim of Scott's nice and tasty dive bomb into turn 1. And Panda Pat taking home P3 today after his maiden win last week at the first ever gimmick race here at the Papa Champs. JB taking home P4 after not having a setup on. He still made it work. P5 to Sambo, P6 to Tops, P7 to Wallace, Dan Davis P8, Cal P9, and Dash Stappen in P10. Wow.
What a
Mike,
great race.
what a fucking race that was.
Some brilliant racing.
Let me invite our top 3. We normally only do the winner, but I think the top 3 in that race generally deserves every bit of essential praise as possible. So we're just going to bring him in here. We're going to bring Vapid Coot into the party. And we're going to bring Panda Pat Cheetah into the party. And we'll have a wee chat with him. Holy shit, that was a mad race. Guys, stay tuned with us for just 2 minutes while we get everybody into the party. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I can include my audio, but only at Scott's after Scott joined. Just saying.
You don't need to include the audio because you're already live. You're already live. Everybody can hear the world. The world can hear you. Well, let's get started with the interviews, right? We'll start with P3.
Place. I need to go for a piss.
Yeah, don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Let's start with Panda.
Hello.
Your home race. How else could you have imagined this race going? Considering you have finished on the podium, you had a fantastic race. Tell me your thoughts on that.
Well, in my honest opinion, I could have done better. I could have won this race if I didn't get floor damage off one of the curbs. Then after that, the spin, someone spun and I hit them while spinning, and I got some front wing damage. Had to pit. If that wasn't the case, this result could have been could have gone my way, and I could have won this. But Yeah, still happy to be on the podium, I guess. Unfortunately, it's reduced points, so I won't get the playoff point for the podium, which is kind of sad, but, you know, that's how it goes.
Anyway, it doesn't make a difference to me. You had a fantastic race. How did you feel? You were side by side with Wallace Jr. for 2 laps. Now, you guys got into blows early on in the season, just a few weeks ago, where you couldn't really go side by side with each other without making contact. But today, you guys made it work, and it was one of the most phenomenal sights I have ever seen in my sim racing career. Tell me, how did that feel from your point of view?
Well, I think we both have learned from previous experiences on how we both drive. Before the restart, I don't know if that's still relevant, but before the restart, we had a bit of a kerfuffle at the start where he was thinking I was weaving too much on the straight, whilst I was just taking my normal racing line. But we figured it out in the chat later, and then we went on to the restart. And yeah, that's that side by side race. Um, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember much of it. I don't even know which laps it were anymore, but I do know that I was side by side with him, and yeah, like I said, we both learned from the experience and from the previous experiences, and yeah, I think we did a great job, both of us today. It's unfortunate for him that he at some point spun out and then basically ended his own race. That was a bit sad for him, but he'll get back next race and probably gonna get his playoff points and playoff spot secured.
Mike, have you got anything to say?
Yeah, I love the livery of your home circuit
Yeah.
car, mate. Smashing. And did you know you look like Finding Nemo with that?
Well, that wasn't
You've got
that wasn't the
The idea.
the idea behind it. It was more of like a Dutch way, and then with the sea at Zandvoort,
Yeah. Oh,
the tidal wave.
take me hat off to you, mate. It's cracking. Like the livery was nice on your car, and you
Yeah.
stand out from the crowd with that with your
Well, it's
gear
always
on.
nice to hear,
Definitely,
isn't it?
but yeah. But unfortunate, you only finished there. I thought you deserved a bit better than that. But
Yeah, I
you've
almost
got to be happy with it.
on the line. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was only 600 of a
Yeah.
second at the end, but
I
yeah.
thought you might have done it if
shit
you'd have
happens,
got a
I
bit.
guess.
Yeah, I thought you'd have got him if you'd got a better entry out that last turn. You'd have got him because you had more battery and everything than him. But unfortunately, you just nicked you to it. But good racing. You did well tonight, Panda. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Panda. Good race from you. Let's move on to our P2 for tonight's race. That's Vapid Koot. Vapid, fantastic race all round from you. You were pretty much in every podium position, known to man there for quite a while as well, and you were defending and attacking. It was fantastic. How did the race go from your point of view?
Yeah, I would say it went pretty well. I'm a bit gutted I kind of run the ERS right at the end of the race because I think I would have had Scott, but yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. I think I was just trying to roll back the seasons with Scott, and me and him used to quite aggressive with each other, so I think I really enjoyed that race. So gutted to not win it, but I'll take it.
You had probably one of the best sort of races I think I've ever seen you do, from the many years that, from back when we used to race each other in SFR, to me watching you in RFL, and also in many occasions as well, and just watching you race. I mean, I know we don't get on very well, but I'll always praise you as one of the best drivers to watch that I think I've ever seen. I think overall, from my point of view, you had probably one of the best races of your career when it came to attacking and defending. And you know something, it was just unlucky that Scott pipped you on that last lap there going into turn one. But from your point of view, like how did the race go? Because it was very aggressive up front for quite a while. It must have been quite intense, right?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty intense, but I think when you get used to racing like Scott week in week out, you kind of know what you're up against. So yeah, I think me and Scott have done a lot of battles and we've crashed quite a lot between us as well. So I think it is quite feisty between the both of us, and I think we're both up for the challenge. So Yeah, to be honest, it was just another normal race for me. I just tried to get Scott, but he luckily just had enough ERS. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll just need to come back stronger next week and pip him.
Definitely, that's the mindset to have. It's just a shame you didn't get your playoff today, but I can guarantee you that if you race like you did today in any of the other races, you'll manage to get that in no time. Mike, have you got anything to say to Mr. Vapidcoot?
Yeah, it's just hard luck really. If like you said, you've raced really well tonight. You deserved them points to get you through to the playoffs tonight, in my eyes. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But I'm sure it'll come in next. If it doesn't next week, the week after. But yeah, quite impressed with you tonight, Rapid. Matt Straight.
I mean,
Because
there's
you
been
come
many
from
times
nowhere,
I've pipped.
really.
I mean, not really, because I thought I had the gap on him. But I mean, there's been many times I've pipped him and kind of annoyed him afterwards. So yeah, I'll remember that one, and yeah, we'll turn the tables next week.
Definitely.
All right, mate. We'll be watching.
Thank you.
Well, we're just
Yeah,
waiting
well
for
done.
Scott. Is Scott arrived yet?
I'm here. Yes,
Scott's
I'm here.
here.
I've been here for a few minutes. I listened to the whole interview.
Perfect. P1 tonight. You're essentially your first win in your own championship. Hard luck last week, but a very, very good race this week. You picked your battles, and they worked out in your favour. Just want a little comment on how the race went from your point of view.
Well, going into tonight, very frustrating. This is the worst race we've run so far in this league.
With the best racing.
Because drive with the best racing, but you know, we've shown that we can put on a very good show with the little cars we had at the front. But when you have people signing up to this thing, being available to race, and not showing up, Maka gone after tonight, 100%, getting rid of him. Possibly Cynical Games. Naren, who hasn't showed up to a single race, getting rid of him. Tom, getting rid of him, definitely, 100%.
Tom Gorian.
Yes.
Why are you getting rid of Tom Gorian? You can't get rid of Tom Gorian. You've got a trophy in his name.
Because he decided not to show up tonight
But he's a reserve driver,
on
isn't he?
purpose.
No,
No,
he's
he's
a
a
full-time.
full-timer, but he just refused to show up.
Maybe
I
I'm
says to
interviewing him
before the
tomorrow.
race.
I'm interviewing him tomorrow, so I'll maybe ask him about that for you. But I want some comments
Well,
from
we'll
your
give it a
point of
day.
view about your race.
We'll
I
give
don't
it a-
want
we'll-
the race as a whole.
We'll speak
Give me
about
your
this
race.
later. Okay, we have
Yeah.
debrief, but
Yeah.
in terms of the race itself,
Scott,
absolutely
race.
fantastic fighting at the front.
your race. I want your race. How did your race go? Please.
Well, I'd say one of the more calm races I've done since my return to league racing last year. I knew I was going to win. It's quite easy, especially after Dan had his contact with the AI car, which is nothing he can do about it, but there's nothing really anyone can do about that situation. It's just unfortunate, and since we already had a restart, reduced points, reduced distance, and stuff like that, it sort of makes the win a bit less important. But hey, I still won. I always knew it was going to be Vapid in that race. I have him in my back pocket, always have, always will. And Patrick as well, I know he had damage in the race, so he might have had a better shot. But ultimately, the DRS was keeping us all close, and everyone was competitive. Everyone had good pace, and I think the next week, once we're getting some more recruitment done, we need a lot of recruiting. We can build up something special.
Well, I hope so. From my point of view, had a very
Also,
very solid race. So
can I point out the top three in the championship are separated by 2 points?
yeah, I was just about to say that. I think Mike's been working out the points in his head right now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Mike, have you got anything to say to Scott?
Yeah. You made 2, maybe 3 moves on the start-finish straight, right? You were 4 or 5 car lengths off Ricky, the first move, and you went past him if he was standing still. You did it rapid as well. Where did you get that speed from on the straights?
Pure skill.
You can't just get pure skill.
To be fair, my setup
Right,
is
I
quite
asked you-
reasonable
I
tonight.
asked
Fuck's sake.
I asked you a reasonable question. I expect a reasonable answer back.
Yes, I'll give you the real answer. All right, I ran a reasonable setup tonight. I didn't
There you
run
go.
anything that was like super low wings. It's just that I had a better exit. DRS and ERS is very powerful, and I cruised past.
Tires as well.
Broke late because you can brake really late into turn 1 around here. That's the thing that most people don't really take advantage of because that corner is so wide as well. And I use that to my advantage. I am usually very good around Zandvoort as well, so that helps.
I know in
Once you're
GTs you can
satisfied
brake.
with the
I know in GTs you can brake really sort of like quite late, and you can cadence brake kind of till you get to the middle of the apex, and then you can put your foot down and go flying out that corner. You can easily gain seconds on that, and I think it must be near enough the same when it comes to sort of racing in F1 as well, because you can really get your foot down quite early when you get to the apex. So, like when it's all about that sort of grip. And Zandvoort does have that grip because of the banking and the fresher sort of tarmac and that. So, how do you feel like when you were coming out of that corner? Do you feel like your car was sort of skating around, or?
honestly, around the banking on the exit of that corner, the car just feels slow. It just feels so slow. It's frustrating. I don't like the way the car handles through there. The rest of the circuit, absolutely brilliant to drive. But
I
that
can
final
vouch that.
corner, the final banked corner, it's cool to look at. And in the real cars, it looks very cool as well. It's more complex, but it just feels slow. I don't get it. There's no complexity to it. I don't like it, but I just cope with it anyways. And obviously, I picked and chose my battles today very carefully. I knew how to save the ERS, especially when I'm having people around me like Ricky, like Patrick, who weren't saving their ERS. They were having the red light flashing all the time. And that also gave me an advantage because I know that all I need is slipstream. Even if I'm going 8, 9, 10s behind, I know I can just keep stuck in there, and they're also going to be battling. It's a real shame some of the contact early on in the race happened with Dash Stappen because he was really quick today, and had we not had the safety cars we had, the race could have actually played out a lot better. And a race-long battle. I'm surprised Jamie wasn't too quick.
He
I
didn't have a
wanna see
setup on. He
more
forgot to put his
races.
setup on. He put it in the
Okay.
chat. So
Okay, that's a shame for him as well. Because what I want to see next week at Barcelona, because that has another massive long straight on it. What I want to see is another big battle for the win. I'm talking me, Patrick, I know Angela won't be there, but once we
I
get
won't
into
be
the
here.
thick of it. Oh
I won't
shit!
be- I have to go to Germany for my work, man.
well, guys, I'm gonna have to cut you short on the
I'd
interviews. We're
just like to
sort
say something
yeah.
to Scott. I just hope after tonight he could transfer his speed to Albert 43.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
24-hour Watkins Glen next weekend, so you need to get your fucking pace on now, bye.
Yeah.
Guys, it's
Only
been a
joking,
pleasure.
Scott.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you guys on stream. I'm just going to mute you two just now while me and Mike do the outro, and then once we are done, we'll be yours for the rest of the night.
Was a pleasure, man. Was a pleasure.
So
yeah, well,
bear
I'm
with
gonna
us.
head into the debrief.
Yeah, go for it, and I'll be there to hear all of the shenanigans as soon as we've wrapped up the stream.
I'll also leave the party.
Okay, see ya.
I was just gonna mute you. Well, anyway, guys, that has been Papa Champs round 4 at Zandvoort. What a fucking amazing race, Mike. What do you think?
Cracking race, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. You look forward to a race. I look forward to every race that I commentate on. But to witness some of that racing tonight. That was proper, a brilliant advertisement for the league. Absolutely brilliant. It
They
was
did.
good. It was good.
They did their racing right down to the wire there, and that's what really makes everything enjoying for
And
me.
it's made me day. Sambo finishing 5th.
I know exactly. He managed to get to the end on his first race on the new game, and he's managed it. So, big well done to Sam. Big well done to anybody who raced tonight, and a big well done to those that finished. You guys all deserve the plaudits you get. You'll get your points, and you'll be smiling at the end. Any tickets need to be put in as soon as possible so that the stewards can look at them. And also to anybody that's still listening that raced tonight, go and join the debrief. Scott's going to have a chat with you all. Guys, once again, thank you very much for watching us on the International Paddock channel.
Brilliant.
Tomorrow night, 6 p.m, you'll be able to catch the live interview, face-to-face essentially, with me and Tom Gorian as we start a new sort of era of International Paddock with trying to keep you guys updated, keeping you guys with shows every week to keep you entertained. Candid pit stops.
Candid pit stops. Sounds like a sweet.
It does, doesn't it?
Candid pit stops.
Candid.
Yeah, it's been
Candid
great
pit
tonight.
stop.
Really enjoyed it.
Yes, definitely. And also you'll be able to catch me and Jamie probably tomorrow live on our own YouTube channels as we fly from Liège to Buffalo for the Team Alba 43 as we transfer our car from Spa over to Watkins Glen. So please do tune in to our stream tomorrow morning, all the way through into the mid-afternoon as we fly across the pond to deliver our car for the 24 hours of Watkins Glen and the 4 hours the week after. So please bear with us, enjoy the content while you see it. The YouTube stuff will be up as soon as I can get it up tomorrow, and yeah, enjoy everything, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.
Good night. God bless. Thank you.